All right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
I am Sarah Jones, the program manager. You guys probably saw me up on the stage earlier today if you were at the department meet and greet. I like to start on time and I like to end on time. So, so that's what we're doing. I am just up here to kind of set the tone. So here's a sign in. If you could use that to sign in for today. For some reason you're unable to do that, just see Dr. Akins in the back and she can write your name down. Today, what we are going to cover, and I'll leave this up just a little bit longer and then I'll show you the agenda. We are gonna, first of all, have a welcome from Dr. Schlag, Paul Schlag, your Executive Director for the Honors College and International Affairs. And then we're gonna have Dr. Teresa Akins, your advisor. She's been walking around, they both been walking around a little bit. And she's gonna talk to you about the Honors College responsibilities, requirements, and the processes that are associated with that for a new student. And she'll mention the study abroad program. Also, we will have I will get up again, and I will talk to you about how we communicate with students so that you can stay connected, have your finger on the pulse. And I'll talk about student organizations and our groups. Hopefully the presidents from some of those organizations will be here. I know we have some of our emissaries here, so you'll have an opportunity to meet them. And then we will have Ms. Wendy Hayes, and she's going to come up around here. I think she's looking for stragglers. And she's going to talk about the living and learning procedures and activities. And then finally, we're supposed to have a guest speaker who's going to briefly talk about OASIS and tutoring. So these are all things that we think will be really helpful to you in order to keep you here and to keep you, get you to the other end, which is graduation, right? Because we all want to graduate. Woo-hoo! Okay, so we're excited about that. So everything I just said is right here. That's the agenda. And we're going to do, and I know some of you, we're only going to do this for a few minutes, maybe about 5 minutes or so top. This is an icebreaker, okay? So we're going to have you at your seats do this. Oh, but before I skip ahead of myself, in the back, when you guys either during the icebreaker or when you're getting ready to leave, you're going to see a few flyers. The flyers that you're going to see in the back include information about the Honors College staff, so our information. There's a flyer back there about why are you part of the Honors College. You might have joined, maybe your parent forced you to, and maybe you don't know why you're part of the Honors College. There are some things that are listed back there for you, okay, about why it's beneficial to be part of the Honors College. We also have a work study, social media position. So if you are interested in helping me out with our social media and things like that, we need you. It is work study, so you have to be work study eligible, which means you would have to talk to your the financial aid department. There's also a flyer back there that says be in the know. So all the things that I talk about how we stay in contact with you, it's listed on that flyer about how we stay in contact with you. Also, all of our social media. We are literally on every platform, even TikTok, which is why I need some social media people. Because our TikTok is probably a little sad, but I'm trying, okay? We also have information back there about the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge. And when I get up and speak again, I'll talk a little bit more about that. But if you're interested in it, you can pick up a flyer or you can take a picture of it back there. There's also a Living and Learning Community QR code. Basically, the events that the Honor Student Association, the International Student Organization, Golden Key, those events, we have a calendar of the events that they have planned for this fall. So if you want to get involved or you want to attend some of their events, there's a QR code so you can see that calendar. We also have study abroad, frequently asked questions in the back. I don't know if you noticed, but right next to the Honors dorms, there's a museum, the National Afro-American Museum, and they have space in there where you can study. You can get in there for free. You can go look at the exhibits. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. So there's a flyer back there about how you can, what are some of the things or benefits you can get from actually going over there to the museum and checking it out. You can have some of your own little, like if you start an organization, you can have a meeting over there. And there's also a 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline flyer back there if you want to grab that. And then finally, no, two things. The two last things that are back there on that table is the Honors College Bingo, which I will talk a little bit about when I get up and speak. And there's a QR code for the Honors Student Association. So if you're interested in that and you want to join the group me, that's back there. So now on to this icebreaker. Basically what you do is you use this QR code, and then that first part, the orange part, you click on that tab, it's going to give you a number. Once you get your number, you come out of that and you click on the green. You scroll down till you find your number question and just talk to the people at your table. Ask them that question. Take a few minutes, or maybe not at your table because some of you walked in together and sat together. So I'm okay with you actually standing up and moving across the room and talking to somebody you do not know and ask them that question, ask them their name, ask them what they're thinking about majoring in, okay? So we're going to take about 5 minutes to starting now.
What would you do if we have to go to
Hey, Georgia. One person. Oh, no.
Yes.
Somebody's asking a question.
No, see, she outside. Yeah, we at the front door. So you know the most, you talking about elegant. What is your favorite microphone? I didn't too because I didn't know somebody else. It says you got a conversation. Where would you go? Personally, you gotta go down. I mean, go down. I always tell nothing good for a spectrum.
guys can go around and make sure.
All right, well, hopefully you met at least one somebody new. If not, you'll hopefully have more opportunity to do so. We do know that we have some athletes and we have band members and different people in here, and I know you guys have things to do and you can eat. So we're gonna go ahead and move this on. Again, if you didn't get the sign-in code, it's up here again. And now I'm going to hand this over to Dr. Schlegg.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, that's what we say. Great to see all of you here. My name is Dr. Schlegg. I've been in touch with all of you, at least signed your letters, right? Let me tell you, something special is really happening. When you look around this room and you see what's happening with the Honors College of Central, you're gonna join about 400 other students. 400 other students. You know, we're not that big of a university. That's a lot of people who have come together to strive for great things. So I am so excited. I love putting your names with your faces because trust me, I know your names. I even know how to spell Jayla with 2 L's and then another with Jayla with 1 L. And I've read your essays and seen the things that you've been involved with and the way you care about community and making the world a better place. So I thank you for coming and choosing Central State University because I know you could be other places. I know you could. You're the best of the best. And I'm sure other people wanted you and wanted to give you all kinds of things. So our job now is to keep you here and to keep you successful. So I just wanted to share some kind of expectations with you and kind of create a vision for you. So I'm going to show you these medallions. This medallion right here is what you should be getting 4 years from now. Everybody in this room, as you graduate. It's for general honors. So you work on a curriculum about your first 2 years. Doesn't take any extra time or cost you any extra money. But you meet with Dr. Akins in the back, and not the better Dr. Akins in the back. The one we like. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't do that because you're sensitive. We have two Dr. Aikens. We have our Dr. Aikens, who's our advisor, and then the Dean of the College of Business, Dr. Aikens, who we love too. But this is general honor, so you're working on this your first 2 years, okay? And I want you wearing that at graduation. Not because you're better, but because you're gonna put in the work to do it. This is honors in the major, so your last 2 years, you're gonna be working on your major requirements, and you'll do the requirements to get honors in the major. This is really exciting when you earn this one, because you're doing projects that relate to your field, and hopefully you're just going out there and making the world a better place through these projects. You're thinking about, in your mind, here's what I'm learning, how can I take it to make the world a better place? If you earn both of those, if you do those requirements, you automatically get university honor. So when you see people walking across the stage with this, you know they have put in the work all 4 years to make themselves exceptional. We're not done. I want to encourage everybody in here to get this one. This is international honor. If you do a study abroad program and you come back and you present at Dr. Aikens International Bazaar and you share and you make this campus more multicultural, you can get this. If you are an international student, we welcome you. But you can also participate just by being an international student studying here. You participate in that international bazaar, you earn international honor. Now, based on your GPA, you get Latin honor. Some of you had that at your high school, some of you didn't. That's summa cum laude, magna cum laude, cum laude. I want you to strive for this one. I like the color, so that's why I did the light blue for summa cum laude. Okay, this is for anybody with 3.9 and 4.0. That is remarkable. Let me tell you, I wouldn't get this when I graduated, just to be honest with you. But anywhere from 3.6 graduate GPA up, you'll get another medallion based on the Latin honors. So what I really would like to envision, and you to envision, is yourself. You get these at the Honors College Convocation before commencement, and then you wear them at commencement. And you walk across that stage, clinking and clanking. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunt, they're taking pictures of you with those medallions on. They're so proud of you. Not because you're better again, but because you put in the extra work to do these things that are going to make you more successful in life. Those are symbols. You're going to do projects. You're going to do experiences. Hopefully you'll expand your horizons to become totally exceptional. Those things all go on your transcript and on your resume. But there's other things you need to do too. I have other expectations for you. To be getting out there and doing internships, summer employment, things during the school year. We've got a great relationship with Thurgood Marshall College Fund right now. There's all kinds of money there, experiences there that you can sign up for. We're taking a group of students to, last year was New York, this year's Washington, D.C. All expense paid, they're flying you out there, they're putting you up in a nice hotel. You're doing leadership experiences. They did this really cool VR thing last year. You're meeting with people who want to hire you. People want to hire honor students from Central State University, I'm telling you. So that's why we want to have these expectations. You keep that level up. You achieve something in high school. You could come in here and drop it. Does that happen? Yeah. You know, some people come in here and they just completely lose it this freshman year. They got too much freedom for the first time. They get in with a bad crowd, they start doing drugs, they're not going to class, and then what? If you get kicked out of honors college, you get kicked out of the university, then what? That's what I want you to think about. No, we want to think about thriving here. That doesn't mean you can't have fun. But have fun within boundaries and do the appropriate amount and work on those other things really well. What do I want for you? I want you to find a significant other. That's another expectation. I met my wife at university. We've been married 25 years next June. 25 years. Ooh, I can't tell you how happy I am to be with her every single day. It is awesome. That's what I want for everybody. That's my desire. So right, Elena, I got picked out for everybody. I kind of imagine. I don't tell you, but I do have in my mind who should go with who. But what I like is good relationships. Whether it's your friends or significant other, but good positive relationships where you're building each other. That's an expectation and a hope for me. My hope is you got an appropriate balance of school. I don't want you just in your room all the time. Although that might give you a 4.0, you might be missing out on opportunities that are awesome here at Central State University. I go to a lot of the conferences and of our student musicians, and it's disappointing to me. Because you're missing out on hearing world-class musicians. We have a world-class musician in the hall tonight. Hopefully you'll get to know him. You will. Everybody's gonna know him by the end. Pablo's brother, but Nate's gonna be not Pablo's brother. Pablo's gonna become Sibo's brother. All right. So these are some of my expectations. I want to just get real for a second with you. And I've debated about talking about this or not, but I want to share because it really affected me and touched me and ripped my heart out, to be honest with you. We had a student last year here at Johns Hall who did some drugs with other people in the hall. And whatever drug was given to this individual sent him to the hospital for weeks at a time and now has permanent brain damage. Permanent. I don't want it. This young man was brilliant, so good at math. The sky was the limit. Already had summer employment lined up. And now that is happening. So just be really, really careful. Be smart about what you're doing here. Don't lose track of the goal. Don't lose track of the sight, what you want to accomplish. Can you go to the picture of all of us? These are your people, okay? We are here to surround and help you. Come to us probably first. I'm just going to say it. Come to us first, and we'll help you with whatever you need. You know, to be honest, I write awesome letters of recommendation. I mean, off the chart good. It's just, I don't want to sound like arrogant, but it's really good. I've done it for so long, and I do it for so many students. Really good. And then I can promote you. When I talk to people, I'm really good at that. I took Taylor Mitchell over to meet the FBI who was helping move in, because she's criminal justice. She wants to be the FBI. Man, I'm over there talking her up. Luckily I do it pretty well, and I was able to set, the internship you want to do with the FBI and stuff like that. So we're here to help you. Don't just do it on your own or try to do it on your own. You got resources all around you. These are the best resources, I think, on campus. So again, I welcome you. I really want you to succeed. I want to help you. We all want to help you. And welcome to the Honors College.
Dr. Akins?
Fast. I didn't know I was next.
Wow, nobody ever called me fast. Mrs. Armstrong-Jones always told me to be shorter.
I was actually looking. I was.
I am thrilled to have you guys on campus. You guys all summer long, and you're here. I'm so excited to see every one of you over the summer. And please come to my office and see me. You'll brighten my day. So my name is Dr. Teresa Akins, and I am your Honors College Advisor. Not to be confused with your academic advisor. Each one of you has an academic advisor. If you have below 30 credit hours, excuse me, you have a freshman advisor over the USSC. I hope all of you are familiar with that freshman advisor. If you are over 30 credit hours, your advisor resides in your college. So if you do not know who your advisor is, please let me know and I'll help you with that. You can also find that on the website. My job as your Honors College advisor is to advise you on the Honors College curriculum. So that Honors College curriculum has to do with those honors projects, and we're going to talk about those and what those entail in just a moment. But your academic schedule is the domain of your academic advisor. Now, that is not to say I won't help you make sure you're on the right track. If we have issues with transfer credits not being put in, I will help you whenever there are issues like that, and that's the good thing. I keep telling all of you, when you're in Honors College, you have that extra layer of staff members that will help you whenever anything jumps in your way and you need help. We're here to be those people to help you along with those things. So what am I supposed to be talking about here?
I don't know.
Good.
You want me to go to the next slide?
No, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
honors, Dr. Snyder's talking about. You have 6 honors projects to do over 8 semesters ideally. Either 8 semesters, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, 6 projects, 3 in general education and 3 in your major. General education you normally do in your freshman and sophomore year, and in your junior and senior year, you normally taking care of your courses in your major. So in your first 2 years, you're going to do things, projects in things such as your English courses, your algebra, your history courses, those kind of projects. And then in your courses in your major, obviously, is your exercise science, whatever it is, where your prefix is the same as your major. An honors project is something that goes over and above what a traditional student in that course would study. So in a general education course, if you're in an English class, you might want to do something that is social service on the campus. You might want to explore with the club that you're a member in and do something extra in that club. The key to this is doing it in association with your professor. So you go to your professor and you say, hey, I need to do an honors project in your course. Most of the professors on this campus are very well versed in honors college curriculum, and they'll be happy to help you. If you run into any professor that is not, then we can talk about that, and you can go to the professor and deal with that and give them the parameters of our honors project and talk with them as well. When you approach your professor, you're representing not only yourself, but honors college, and you're kind of saying, hey, this is what honors students do. You don't want to walk up in ratty sweats and pajamas and say, hey, I'm going to do an honors project. You want to go in a professional demeanor and say, hey, will you do this honors project with me, please? And then give them an idea or ask them, do they have ideas of what they do with their students, honors students, and see what they have to say. This is an association, a collaboration with that professor. The good part about all of these honors projects is that relationship that you're building with these professors. These are the relationships that are going to help you throughout your classroom time and throughout your college and university experiences. These are the professors that are going to write letters to you, letters for you, for your internships and for your job recommendations after you get out of college. So this is not just for credit on your transcript. This is building those relationships. And while I'm at it, people always ask me what's my biggest advice or my greatest advice for students. My biggest advice to you right now is talk to your professors. Every one of your professors should know your name. You should talk to them. They should know you. You should establish that contact with them so when you need them or you need an accommodation or whatever it is, you don't have a problem asking them for it. They know who you are, every one of your professors. Don't let the time go by and they don't know who you are. Don't be that person who's sitting back in the classroom. So what an honors project is, this is all listed on our website. When you talk to your professor about doing an honors project and they agree, you go onto the website and you fill out an electronic application that just tells us you're doing this honors project. It generates a email to your professor. We ask the professor, hey, are you doing this honors project in association with Asher? They respond back and say, yes, we're doing this honors project together. We don't bother you or the professor for the whole semester. At the end of the semester, we then email the professor back and say, did Asher complete this project in A or B in the class? If the professor answers in the affirmative, you get or Asher gets credit for that honors project. That honors project is shown on the transcript, and you get 1 credit for general honors or whatever it may be. So in the end, when you end your career in honors college, you should have 6 credits for honors projects, and that will be shown. Do you have that up on there?
What does this?
Right there, you'll see it'll show the course and then honors credit, and then you'll also see general honors, honors in the major, university honors, and or international honors, all listed on your transcript, which will make a big difference when you have 1 million people graduating in 2027, spring 2027, and you're trying to make a difference and differentiate yourself amongst all those other people.
So if the professor says no, no one ever knows. Now, you do have to successfully complete some, which I'm sure you'll talk about, but it's not punitive or anything like that.
So when you go to complete a project, first of all, your main focus is your GPA and your course performance. Honors projects always come second. So if you're struggling in a class and you've committed to an honors project, your classwork always comes first. Honors projects always come second. Now, the key to this, again, is maintaining that communication with the professor. So if you're struggling in that course and you say, hey, professor, I really am struggling with this content, I would rather focus on the content and not the honors project. The professor's going to understand that, what you're focusing on is the most important thing. We also understand that too. If you drop below 3.5 GPA, you are dropping below the standards of honors college. So we obviously want you to focus on your GPA. We want you to focus on your academics. So that's the most important part. Just also maintain that communication with me. Let me know, hey, my professor and I talked about it. We are not going to continue this honors project. I'll make that notation. Try again next time. This is not a failure. This is a learning experience. Okay?
Honors course sections?
I'm sorry?
Course sections?
Thank you. We do have course sections for honors projects, general education course sections, in which some of you may enroll. Those course sections are substitutes, I guess, for honors projects. That's how they stand. Those honors projects are built into those course sections. So right now, if you are enrolled in the honors course for sociology, English, Russian, I'm missing the other.
I'm sorry.
Economics in the Black
Okay,
community.
economics.
Those four courses, Russian, English, economics, and whatever I just said, so I lost it again. But if you have a Z after your course, it is an honors course section. You are automatically doing an honors project for this semester. You do not have to do another one. The other thing is you only are permitted to do one honors project per semester or honors course section per semester without talking to me first. Okay? Under rare circumstances, we let you do two, like graduation requirements, whatever it may be. But you must talk to me before you're allowed to do a second one. Let me just give you one or two more ideas about course sections, and I'm going to talk about requirements, and I'll be done. A couple of ideas. Yes, PowerPoints and papers are popular. People do. A lot of professors prefer PowerPoints and papers. Yeah, PowerPoints and papers are great. What we prefer you to do is something tangible. Do a model. Do a poster board. Do something you can show people that you did. Do a social service project.
Yeah.
We had some of our students go, and one of our best student is in the room right now, Elena, and her partner in crime went and recorded incarcerated fathers reading children's books, and then took those recordings to their kids, so their kids could hear them read those books. We had manufacturing engineering people make robots. Our research people that do research can apply those to their courses and get credit for their research. So there's lots of opportunities. You don't have to limit yourself to PowerPoints and papers.
Can I mention one? I just found out about a really cool one. I mean, I knew he did it, but one student asked the professor if he could go work at a homeless shelter in Columbus and then come back and reported on something and did something about sociology related to it. Well, we now just later found out that was a homeless shelter he had actually been in. So, I mean, that's the kind of thing we want, really meaningful. If you don't like writing, don't do a paper. If you don't like speaking, don't do a presentation where you're speaking to the class. Unless you think it's gonna push you outside of your comfort zone to be good, but try and do something that's passionate, meaningful for you, okay?
Okay, Honors College requirements. You have to do an honors project or an honors course section every other semester. That's just the requirement. We ask that you do 6 in 8 semesters so that you earn all of these honors that Dr. Shai was talking about. So we ask that you do one every other, all 6 in 8 semesters. You are required to do one every other semester. It is required that you maintain your GPA above 3.5. It is also required that you visit with me. I have to see the whites of your eyes, have to see you in person, live, once every semester. Just so I can see how you're doing and make sure you're on track. The consequences for not doing that are on the Honors College website, but generally GPA below 3.5, you get 1 semester. The second semester, you can get that to bring it back up. After the second semester below 3.5, go on probation. And then after that, after being on probation for 1 semester, you're taken out of Honors College with an action plan from me to get back into Honors College. Your honors project, honors credit, and your transcript never goes away. That's yours to keep forever and ever because you earned it. Understand that residence life and financial aid function independently of Honors College. So no matter what we say, we can say we really, really, really love our honors students, and we really want them to have the scholarship, or we really, really want them to be in the honors departments. They don't care. It's not about how much we love you and how great an honor student we think you are. If you don't meet the criteria, you won't get the scholarship and you won't get the residence hall time. Okay? So I can go over the details of all of that with you if anybody needs me to do that on a one-on-one basis. Last thing I want to mention is international honors. We have study abroad programs. We don't know yet where we're going, but we go someplace every summer, and I think we probably have a spring break trip. Have you heard yet if we're going anywhere?
I think so. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
When we find out, you'll know. When we know for sure, but we'll probably have a spring break trip, some summer trips. If you are interested in studying abroad, those will be available for you. If you're an international student, we have international bazaar in the fall and in the spring. That's another chance to earn a medal and an honors designation that will appear on your transcript as well. So I will have information about that coming out. I don't think I'm missing anything.
If they dip below 3.5, should they hide from you and me?
Please don't hide. I'm gonna find you anyway. But I'm really good, and you're going to hear from Mr. Dames from our Undergraduate Student Success Center, OASIS, and he is going to tell you all about the resources available to you, but we are here to help you.
Yeah.
I am not here to, beat you over the head with anything. We are here to help you, and I can help you much more if you don't hide from me.
Right. Communicate with us. We'll come up with a plan together. We'll find workarounds to things. We want you to be successful. It's not punitive.
Thank you. Believe it or not, we're right on schedule. I just checked. Okay, so as I said, I'm the program manager. So I'm going to be sending out stuff to you like, oh my gosh, people, FBI, opportunities for internships, the academic recognition convocation, the honors college convocation. You're gonna
Scholarships.
Oh my gosh, you didn't know you like money. Okay, so there's a flyer in the back. I told you about it a little bit in the beginning. Be in the know. If you want to take a picture of it, or if you want to pick up one from the back, make sure that you know how I'm going to communicate with you. It hurts my heart when a student says, I haven't heard anything. I didn't know that we was doing anything in the honors college. I've been sitting in my room. No, okay, I am putting stuff out there, I swear to you. On D2L, I am emailing students. I was using Navigate last year. I might try to do that again. I don't know, we were having some problems. Students were saying they weren't getting it, but I've been sending stuff through school email. We have a GroupMe. There's a QR code down there. I invite you as an Honors College student and as a leader and a service provider, if you want to use that platform to advertise stuff to other Honors College members, you can, but obviously we're monitoring it. Don't put anything cray-cray on there, right? Do people still say cray-cray? Okay, but definitely you can share your things on there. If you started a business and you're doing hair, or if you're, just became Mr. College Business or something, go ahead and communicate through our GroupMe, okay? And I will also use that to just send out quick hellos, here's how things are going, here's something you need to know. But those will just be quick things. I won't use GroupMe as much as I will D2L. And then, of course, we have social media. I said earlier, we're like on every platform, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube. Please join us.
How many of you are following us on any of those?
Are you following us already?
Okay, please get on there, because you'll see other students and you'll get ideas, and then you can ask them, hey, how did you get sent to Washington, D.C. for free? There's the great stuff on there. Get to know those people that are spotlighted, and we want to highlight you on there.
That's what I was going to say.
We got too many. I mean,
Yeah.
Poor Mrs. Armstrong-Jones, she's like
I
got
can't
30,
wait till my work study students come in.
she has 30 people still to spotlight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, but
So
we
if
want to
I
put you on there.
I was gonna say, if I email you for a spotlight, please do not ignore me. Because we need to get, don't ignore me so we can get you spotlighted. You're here, we're gonna create an online presence for you. When people Google your name, it's gonna be amazing. That's what we want. We want amazing results for your name. D2L and Alertus. If you don't already have this on your phone, I would say download it. The Pulse Brightspace D2L, all of your classes, not just the Honors College, will be on there. And I know I've been a teacher here. I've been teaching English for a long time, but I've been an English teacher here since 2014. I use D2L. I use our LMS system every single time. There are teachers who use it. So you want to make sure that you are getting the messages. So if you don't have the Pulse app, download it. I would download it. And Alertus, you want to download that because, well, stuff happens, right? We have emergencies and things on campus. If nobody's told you about Alertus yet, go ahead and download it so you can get immediate notifications to your phone in the case of an emergency. Okay? When you finally get that Pulse app, when you get access to your D2L, when you're added to the Honors College course, you will see it. It'll be listed there for you. I don't know why I'm trying to look up here and I got it right here. All right, you will go to your student portal, you'll go to the D2L link, you'll see CSU Honors College listed there. You'll click on it. When you click on it, you'll come to our landing page. Do this with all of your classes. Take some time to click through all the tabs that are at the bottom, or at the top, I should say, and maybe on the side. But when you first come into the page, you're gonna see announcements. Scroll through those. Take a look. Was there anything that was said about scholarships? If you have the app on your phone, you'll automatically get the notification to your phone. So you can be the first one to apply. Okay, we'll have a calendar, all the events that are on our calendar. I was hoping to have that here for you today. It didn't get off print fast enough, but all of the events that we have scheduled so far will be in this calendar. If you sync your personal calendar with your D2L calendar, guess what? You'll know when you have a haircut and you'll know when we have something going on, okay? So sync those things up. The activity feed is there, how to get started, Outlook 365 is on there. You'll see across the top things like content tab, which I'll talk about in just a second, the class list tag. Please don't email all of the Honors College students with some mass email about something random, okay? Don't spam your peers. But the class list of all the people who are in the Honors College are there. And then course activities, there's some things under there like how you can submit and tell me, hey, I did something that I think is pretty special. Can you highlight this for me? There's a place to do that. And then there's also a tutoring tab. When you click on the content tab, This is where the meat of this everything is, okay? You'll see meet the staff, you'll see stuff about in-course honors projects. So if everything you're hearing right now is going in one ear and out the other, not only can you go to the website, but you can also go here, click on it, it's gonna take you to the website, but you can get right to where you need to go and get the information you need about the in-course honors projects, how to earn honors designations. There's a bunch of stuff on there for professional and social development, such as resume development, mental wellness, internships, workshops, graduate schools, scholarships, and career exploration. You'll see a place on there for you to do the student spotlights and shout outs where you can build your online presence. You're gonna be, because you're exceptional students, you're gonna get emails. And there are people are gonna be like, hey, will you join our honor society? And you might not know if that's a recognized honor society. So we do have a place on here where we list the recognized honor societies that we have on campus. If you get an email from an honor society that's called honor society, just ignore that one. Okay.
They want your money, that's it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not real.
That's not real. And then also any of the student organizations that we have, I mentioned them a little bit earlier, the Honor Student Organization, the International Student Association, those kind of things are also listed here. The Honda Campus All-Star for those people that like trivia and want to travel and want to make a little bit of moolah. You'll come see me, we'll do that. We have our events calendar on there and then frequently asked questions, okay? And I created another tab recently that's gonna have like handouts on it because I know papers get lost. I mentioned earlier about how you can connect your D2L to your personal. If you want to take a quick picture of this, you can do it later. This is how you can connect your D2L calendar to your Outlook calendar or to your personal calendar. Also, if you want to keep up on your school email, download the Microsoft Outlook app. That way too, you get stuff right to your phone, right in your hand. And you guys have so much right in your hand. I remember a day when I used to have to look things up in an encyclopedia.
Are they already loaded into D2L?
No,
Okay, so
not this class, but you will just get ready because when you are in there, you'll see it pop up.
thank you. So it's not in there yet, but
Not
it will
in
be.
there yet, because we gotta finalize the number on who, who is what and what is where. This is our group me, again, that's also in the back. And then a list of our social media, which is also in the back. And then, I'm gonna talk really briefly again about the Honda Campus All-Star Competition. If you are just strong in one thing, I still need you. Okay, if your subject is geography, like you just know that and that's all you know, I need you. Okay.
For sports?
Or sports. Oh my gosh, we have some great people already a part of the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge. I've been heading this up for the last 2 years, but we've been doing this since 1989. This is not new. HBCUs, historically Black colleges and universities across the nation compete in this trivia, and it's fun, and we go and they do things for you, get food. So even if you just want to come hang out with us at some of our weekly meetings, we're going to have a kickoff in September, so keep your eyes open for that. Join up, also that kind of thing. At the end, I'm going to have a power search quiz. Even if you're not interested in doing a Honda Campus All-Star Competition, I'm going to ask you to do that power search quiz because we need so many completed in order to be eligible for this year, okay? So that would be at the end of all of this whole thing when we're finished. Honor Student Association, International Student Organization. I don't see Jeremy. Is Dariel here? Okay, they're not here. But definitely check them out. As I said, there's a QR code in the back for the Honor Student Association if you want to join the group me and message them.
The group me didn't work, Sarah.
It did?
So the
It
QR
wasn't,
code
did it?
didn't. So if you want to join the group me, you can go to honors.centralstate.edu, scroll down, you'll see group me. That link will take you to it.
For the Honor Student Association? Or for?
No, the group me.
Oh, for the one that was just up there?
The one that was just up didn't work.
No, it didn't. I worked on this,
Say that
maybe it'll work on the
how they
flyer.
do it.
Try it on the flyer on the
Go to
back.
honors.centralstate.edu, scroll down to all the social media stuff, GroupMe's on there, you can click
The
it.
one earlier worked? Okay. Well, I don't know, maybe I didn't update that. I didn't change it. I don't know why it didn't work. Okay. So I can get out of your hair, the last thing I'm going to, before I do the emissaries, we are unveiling bingo. Okay. The hope is that you will work on this bingo for the the fall and spring semester, and that at the end of spring, when you've completed this, we'll enter your bingo card into a drawing, and there will be prizes. Again, this will be on your D2L. It's also printed out in the back if you want to grab it. But get the bingo card. I think you've already completed at least one thing on there, and you do have the free space. We just want you to have that balance between, academic as well as participation. So my last thing, emissaries. We have some emissaries here. Our emissaries are our ambassadors. We hope to put them on a float one day. But I'm gonna have the emissaries stand up, tell us your name, what year of study you're in, freshman, sophomore, junior, and your major, so that students know who you are. Get to know these people. They are going to also be your mediaries. So if you have any questions or concerns and you don't feel comfortable coming to one of us, you can tell one of them. All right, we'll start here.
Hey everybody, my name is Alicia. I'm a sophomore here, majoring in accounting, college of business. What else? Where are you
you're-
from?
Oh, yeah.
I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
All right, thank you.
Well, that was brief.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
You gotta work on you talking yourself out.
Hi everybody, my name is Nicole Holt. I'm a sophomore as well. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. My major is integrated English education. And they told me to talk about my internship this summer. I had an internship in Columbus, Ohio with Student Success Stores. They have stores inside the schools, and they gave students free things like hygiene stuff, food, clothes, everything they need to be successful inside the schools. I got that internship by looking on Handshake, which everybody should be on. And I just searched stuff for my major and like a 30-mile radius, and it went really well.
Hello, I'm Khalil Salman. I'm a computer science major. I'm a junior this year. Dayton. Anybody here from Dayton? I went to DECA, so my one tip to you is to become best friends with your teachers.
Hello everybody, my name is Ibrahim Adjaju. I'm from Senegal. I'm a junior majoring in psychology and exercise science. And that's all.
RA, you're an RA in the new honors
I'm
program.
a resident advisor. I'm a tutor here with Oasis. And I'll be around, just if you need anything, just ask questions, I would be gladly point you out directions. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Elena Brooks. I'm a presidential scholar, Strata scholar, tour guide. So I might have given you some guys some tours. I'm around campus all the time. I know people at SGA all over campus. I'm a psychology major from Montgomery, Alabama. The fight. Yeah, I know. So that's not me.
Where's the chair?
I'm taking my pre-reqs for a dental, so I'm a psychology major, but I'm taking extra biology and chemistry classes. So if you do need help with those classes, I am always here on campus to help them. Pretty much anything.
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Asia Kim. Concentration in marketing. As your PMCF
Yeah, good Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, when you guys have been here after a semester or so and you get started into being into your sophomore year, if you want to be an emissary, we would love to have you. So please get in contact with me if that's something you want to do to also build your leadership skills and get out there. All right, I'm putting this up just one more time, but we are getting ready to move on now to our last speaker, which is Ms. Wendy Hayes, our liaison. Oh, not our last speaker, because we're gonna have to get Alexis. Don't let me forget that, that's important.
Okay, good afternoon. I know you guys are part of the entire city, so will you all stand and stretch a little bit? Stretch your back out.
That's what you're saying, you know, sit.
All right.
Yeah.
My name is Liz. I'm a mom of the national superintendent. I've been with university for about 13 years, 13 and a half. So with all of that time comes a lot of knowledge. In my primary role with the Honors College, I help students navigate all of the major processes on campus, which includes enrollment clearance. So if you're having some problems with your accounts, please reach out to me if you're having problems with housing, cash management, financial aid. Reach out. My email is whays@centralstate.edu. I'm here to help you. I also oversee the living learning community. So in that role, I create programming. Do you have a voice? Absolutely. I welcome your suggestions and to make sure that you have an opportunity to share some things that you would like to be honest and engaged with. I'm probably way off my slides here, but
You're going pretty well.
so the agenda, I'm gonna go through it really quickly, because I know you wanna move on. So I wanna talk about the procedure for changing or requesting a room change. It's very important that you monitor your email. This information doesn't, it may not be, appear in D2L, the D2L account. So if you are not currently in an honors hall, the third week of classes, the residence life office will send out an announcement stating that if you would like to request a room change, you will have the opportunity to do so. If you miss the announcement that's going to be sent to you, if you only have a week, you have 1 week to complete the request. It will either be a file that's attached to the email that's sent to you, or it will have a link to the application. It is an online process. You cannot call the office or me and say, I want to change my room. You have to complete the application and you have to send it back in via email. Okay? So please, please, please monitor your emails. We've heard a lot about social media sites and D2L, and all, that's all fine and good, but you cannot avoid looking at your university email. It's very important that you do that, okay? So that's how you request the room. Now, does filling out that application guarantee that you're going to get your heart's desire? No, it does not, because everyone who wants to change their room is filling out the same application. These requests are considered on a first come, first served basis. So let's say you haven't looked at your email for 3 or 4 days and you think, oh, this is the third week. Let me see if they sent me something. And you see it. 3 days have already gone by. And you're submitting your application, but you're behind other people who may want the same space that you are going at. So monitor that email, get your application in immediately. It's not a hard application, it's pretty simple, straightforward. Get it in so that your application and your request can be considered early. Once that is in, they will notify you that you have received the new room assignment, and hopefully it is what you are asking for. If it is not available, you will also receive that notification. So have a plan A and a plan B. You may this might be your first choice, and you have a second choice. Make sure that you indicate that, okay? The second topic is resource office locations. The resource office locations for major offices, and I'm not sure, did everybody go on into it? Do you know where the major offices are? Okay, let's go through it. So, for the Normandy Ward Center, that building is right across from Speedway. That's the Ward Center. And it houses admissions, financial aid, cash management, and the registrar's office. All of those are conveniently located in one location to make things easier for you. Don't be a stranger. Get to know the people in those offices, because guess what? When you need help, they're gonna say, I know who you are. Come on up here. And they're gonna help you.
And hopefully in a good way, right?
And hopefully in a good way, yes.
Hopefully it's not, oh, I know who you are.
Make sure that your interactions with these individuals is pleasant. Be polite, be engaging, because there are a lot of students on campus who have similar issues that you may have, and sometimes they are not pleasant and nice and respectful. So set yourself apart and make sure that you put your best foot forward all the time, because they may be having a bad day. Don't have a bad day with us. And say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna come back and you're feeling better. Okay? University Student Center. In this building, the Marauder Leadership and Engagement is located on the first floor. Does everyone know what Marauder Leadership and Engagement does on here? Okay, so that is the office that houses all student activities and all student organizations. So this is really their domain. Everything that is student led is underneath that office. They have oversight. So you will see a lot of things going on even this week. Everything that's going on this week is being headed up by the Marauder Leadership and Engagement Office in collaboration with other offices on campus, okay? So I want you to be aware of that. Jessica Nagoy Thomas is the person that was facilitating the event earlier today. She is the director of this office, okay? Second floor, student affairs, dean students, and career services. Very important floor. If you go out this door and around the corner, the first office that you're gonna see on your right is the Vice President of Student Affairs. That's his office. And if you keep going down further on this same floor, so you're going down this hallway, you will run into the Dean of Students office suite, which also includes career services. So we know what happens with career services. They help you. If you were at the event this morning, Ms. Carla Harper, she will help you, her and her staff will help you with resume writing and getting prepared for interviews, all of those wonderful things that will help you get that internship or that job, permanent job placement. So it's very important that you know where to go. So if you're trying to find the Vice President of Student Affairs office, you go out this door and around the corner, it's right there on your right. If you keep straight, you're gonna run smack dead into the Dean of Student Suite and career service. Foundation 2 is where the Director of Residence Life Office is. Everyone familiar with where Foundation 2 is?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so when you're having problems with your facility, if you haven't gotten any traction by reporting it to your resident assistant. The chain of command is that if you want to go to the resident coordinator, your resident coordinator's name for all for the entire honors community is Ms. Bree White. Okay, she has office space in Fox Hall. That's the residence hall, is right next to John's. So you want to make sure that you report the issue to the resident assistant, and then you want to go and see Ms. White, which is the resident coordinator for the honors community. And then I think this is the last space that I wanted to make sure you were familiar with, is the facilities building. The facilities building, everyone knows where McPherson Stadium is, right? The football field. The facilities building is across from the football field. So that's where you can get help with housekeeping. Again, if you're trying to follow up on a repair that you requested through your residence life assistant and coordinator, you can go to that building and they will instruct you on when you can anticipate that repair being completed. Now, with all of that said, I'm here to help you, Trey. If you let me know what's going on, I will reach out to these offices on your behalf. Conduct, last topic, conduct and the judicial process. I am a part of, at least for now, I don't know if I'm staying but I'm a part of the judicial committee. And what Dr. Slash shared with you earlier is when you get off track, when you make a mistake. This is college, this is not high school. You are considered an adult. You are considered an adult, and they meaning the university, is going to treat you as such. When you get in trouble and you end up in the process, in the judicial process, and anyone can report what you're doing. But typically, if it's something that's going on in the residence hall, it's a resident assistant or coordinator. If you end up getting off track and doing something that you shouldn't do, going through the judicial process is painful. And it's painful because it can result in your suspension from the university. And suspension is not like it is in high school, in elementary school. You're out of here for the whole semester. And depending on how severe your code of conduct violation is, you can be suspended for the whole year or expelled. So examples of that, there are 6 behaviors that are considered no time. Smoking, having a weapon. And a weapon is not just like BB guns are considered weapons. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. Alcohol use. A lot of students think they're smarter than what they really are. And they think because they're in their room behind closed doors, or they think because they cover the smoke alarm, that they're not going to be caught. You will be caught. And messing with a smoke detector is illegal. So it's not just, oh, let me do this but if a resident hall coordinator or someone else sees that covered up, some students think they put a wet towel at the base of the door, put some plastic over the smoke detector. It's not going to be, it's not going to seep out. Wrong. We do a lot of spot inspection in rooms. That's part of residence life. They are required. It is their job to do random room checks. And if their nose is anything like mine, they're going to smell it. It smells like skunk. And you will be immediately suspended potentially. Violence is another no tolerance behavior. There are 6, and it is to your advantage to find out what all of them are. I don't know. It's not in there. Okay. So I will make sure that if you get this information, but it's really, really, really important that you don't violate. I recognize a lot of faces, I haven't put all the names with the faces, but I would be devastated for you to end up in front of the judicial committee and we have to deliberate, and there it's black and white, guys. You can come, and this past semester just hurt my heart because there were quite a few students who thought that if they just came in to do their part on the mercy of the court, that they would be okay. That's not how it works. Again, you're considered an adult. And if you are legally prosecuted, that's, especially if you're an international student, that is an immediate loss of your scholarship. So I need you to come to think twice, think critically before you make a decision to do something that is going to completely change your trajectory. Okay, I'm here if you need anything at all. My office is located in Johns Hall, room 109. So freshmen, don't be a stranger. Stop in to see me and talk to me about what you want to do. Because we are planning, we have a lot of things on the calendar right now, but we have an opportunity to add to that because we want your participation. We don't want to do this in a vacuum. So we want you to be a part of that planning process. And that's all I have.
Alrighty. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? Y'all look a little day.
Yeah, they've had a long day, I think.
Lot of information.
Yeah.
My name is Teron Danks. I'm the coordinator for the Office of Academic Support and Instructional Services, Bless You, or you might hear it as OASIS. So, at the Office of Academic Support and Instructional Services, we provide tutoring for all majors, all classifications, no matter what it is, right? And considering that you guys are honest students, you guys have a great opportunity, not only for tutoring, not only for graduate school help and assistance, because we have books for every graduate level entry test. So if you have to sit the MCAT, we got the books, we have the digital practice tests, we got all the resources. Same thing for dental school, same thing for law school, you name it, we got it. And if we don't have it, it's not a problem ordering it. Just let us know and we'll get it in for you. Aside from that, majority of our employees for this upcoming semester are honest students. We have about 20 peer tutors, and of that 20, I think it's about 17. I have to look back at my information and my charts. 17 of those students are honest students. And then we started a new program called Supplemental Instructors, who will be leading group sessions. And right now, the program, we only rolled it out with about 5 students. And Mr. Oquindo over here will make the 5th student that we add to that list to be a supplemental instructor. So there are great opportunities for you guys. And yes, we are currently hiring again in the spring 2024. Now, what does that look like? Of course, if your GPA is up, we go based on not only your GPA, but also your personality, who you are, and how you act around campus. So we look at all of that before we determine and make our decision on who's going to be our final, sorry, it's been a long day. The final person we select for the position, okay? When I first came in back in March, we had about roughly 15, 16 employees and OASIS student employees. One quit because I came in, I changed the rules, I bumped up the requirements, and they were like, yeah, I'm not doing this, he's crazy. Another person, we're gonna leave that like that. But now we have in total with Mr. Oquendo, 34 student employees, and that's going to increase come fall, spring 2024. As we expand the CSU Dayton, and our services are going to first expand virtually, where we will offer tutoring via Upswing, and I have 25 brand new laptops we just got in, so not 25, 15 brand new laptops. It's supposed to be 25, but IT shortened. But we have 15 brand new laptops we just got in. And if we're rolling this program out spring 2024, guess how many more employees I'm looking to hire? Now, I got 15 new laptops. So how many more employees do you think I'm looking to hire in the spring?
15?
We're looking to hire 15 more employees in the spring, so be on the lookout for that. Sorry, I got a slide, bear with me guys, okay? Just got out of another meeting, so my brain is. Here's the requirements to be a tutor in a nutshell. Of course, you must have a 3.0 GPA. That's number one. Number two, you must have an A or a B in the course that you wish to tutor in. Number three, your letter of recommendation must come from a faculty member, okay? We do not accept letter of recommendation, let's just say, from someone from the registrar. Unless they are faculty or adjunct. If they adjunct to class or they're faculty, we'll take it. But it must come from someone who teaches the course and who taught you in that course. And the last requirement, be an awesome person. Be someone who can just relate to anybody, who can understand your other peer needs, okay? And I think that's about it, because like I said,
What if they need help, Mr. Dames, and they want to find you and they want to contact you?
If you need help, we have 2 offices, right? The first one is Ward. That's where I'm primarily located. Ward on the first floor. That entire floor is USSC on the right side. So when you walk up those stairs and you make a right, and then you're going to make another right, you're going to enter the computer lab. That's where we will now be having our athletic study tables. So in there is my office. You can find me, okay? I would also give you guys my digital business card, because today I ran out of physical business cards, unfortunately, so that you guys can have my contact and reach me. You can also find my professional staff, who is our math specialist, reading specialist, and writing specialist in the lower level of the library. So you're gonna see some big flags. We just got some nice looking big flags, and we're gonna have some window tints coming soon that says Oasis on it as well. So you're gonna see those flags, you're gonna walk down the ramp, ignore the ROTC sign, but you're gonna go through that door. And when you go through that door, you're gonna find our professional staff offices, and as well as our peer tutors, supplemental instructors, health monitors, you name it, we got it, okay? My email is, it's not up there. I thought it was special.
I'm sorry. I
You
should
are
have put it up
special.
there. You are still special.
My email is tdames, that's TDAMES, @centralstate.edu. My extension is 64. Y'all, I'm embarrassing myself.
Well, you don't call
I'm
yourself,
so
do you?
sorry, it's been a day.
You don't call yourself, so.
It's 6247, okay? So my office number is 937-376-6247, and you will be able to reach me. I'm best reachable at emails because I'm always on the go, got this meeting, that meeting, and yeah, but I do respond to email rather pronouncing it quickly, so thank you guys.
Okay,
Any
hold-
questions before I go?
I got one quick question. Those students that are emissaries here today, raise your hand if you've had difficulties with any class, or it's been challenged. Okay. You know about multiple intelligences? You're not gonna have all of them. There's gonna be challenging courses that you have here. That's fine. Don't suffer alone. You know, they've got great tutors, peer tutors there. You can tutor each other in the honors college residence halls and things like that. Don't be ashamed to get help. That's what you're gonna do if you're a professional. They're not gonna expect you to know everything. You go to the expert, and then they help you with things. So that's what we do. To project manage, we collaborate together. We learn from each other. So this is a great opportunity. He's got some awesome stuff going on here. My students love him, absolutely love him. Great boss. Like,
I'm the best on campus.
oh, well, I don't know about that, but number 2 is not bad. Number 3 is over here.
not bad.
But really, you know, he's great if you want to work for him, but don't be afraid to go there too.
Yes, please do. Don't be afraid, don't hesitate to reach out. We have a great sense of community, so we have students who doesn't want to come in for tutoring, but just to be out of the room to get homework done, because some students go to the room, doesn't get their homework done, they procrastinate, they slack off. We need a space just to sit and, communicate, have a conversation with someone until your next class. We have the facilities and the space for it, and like I said, we are expanding our spaces on campus. The dorms are always a great option. My tutors, they don't always have to be in the tutoring center. They can go to the dorms as well and tutor with you guys, okay? So if you have any questions, please reach out. Ibrahima is also one of my tutors. He's kind of busy this week, man. He on the road. So he's one of our tutors. Reach out to him, and he's gonna get you guys connected, okay? Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Save the date, we're gonna have a welcome banquet of August the 30th at 5:30. Knock on wood, there will be food and prizes. I'm claiming it. I'm just like, okay, but that's what's supposed to happen, so please come to that. We'll save the questions for when you guys can get up and mingle, because it's 5:50. So I wanted the last 10 minutes for you guys to be able to ask your questions, go get flyers, take the power search quiz, and then get downstairs so you can have dinner before it's over at 7, okay? All right.
One more announcement.
Oh, and one more announcement. Presidential Estrada, no.
Yeah.
Presidential Estrada
And
Scholars.
trustee scholars.
And trustee scholars. Please meet over here with Dr. Schlag real quick. Thank you.